The 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona EV was supposed to come out in the summer of 2024 when Dodge sent communication to the dealerships about ordering the first editions. Now, fast forward 6 months later, after several delays, now these cars start hitting the dealership in January 2025. And now these cars start hitting the customers' hands who've been waiting on them for several months. But what if I told you that those cars are going to be very short-lived? Because what if I told you that I've had a dealership buddy of mine tell me that now they're starting to be able to order the 2025 Dodge Charger Daytonas, and there are some stuff on there that did not change. If you've been watching my channel for the last couple of years, you know I love a good deal. Whether it's saving $1,000 on Ram TRXs or Hellcats or helping you guys save money on your Demon 170s from all these dealer shenanigans, I love good deals. And there's no better deal that I can figure out online than with my buddies at JustBolt-Ons and DragRacingWheels.com, where you can use my promo code BUTTER at checkout to save up to an additional 15% off on your next order. So check out my friends at JustBolt-Ons and DragRacingWheels.com, where some of the best prices online just got a little bit better. Well, I'm over 38,000 friends and there's 69% of you guys not subscribed. The Dodge Charger Daytona EV has had a not spectacular rollout as everyone has seen so far. I know I've given it a hard time over the past several months, but I was very excited about this car when it was first announced. But after going over a lot of stuff in the background, read through patents and hearing about the car being developed in the background and stuff, I kind of started getting like a bad vibe out of this car. And me personally, I wish Dodge would have held back this car for like another year. But I know from just looking at some of the SEC filings from Stellantis that this was basically a Carlos Tavares problem of trying to rush his car to production a year before it was actually ready to launch. And you can see with the several months of delays with the Charger Daytona, the Jeep Wagoneer S, and the Ram Rev, that theory was proven correct. And so now these cars are going to have a very short 2024 model year, because I got information from a Dodge dealership that 2025 cars are now able to be ordered. And so looking at these screenshots that they're right there in the background behind me, and I'm gonna put them on the screen for you in a second. But looking at these screenshots, there are some very interesting things to note that I'm going to talk about in this video, and some things that Dodge said was supposed to be taken off of the cars, but is not taken off the cars, and we're gonna get right into that. So let's jump into the first car, the 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona RT. So let's get right into this with the Charger Daytona RT. Now, if you look right here, 2025, this is definitely from a dealership system, because you see up there for easy order and stuff, it's basically where the dealership goes and actually put the order in for the car. And then you have, let's see, Daytona RT all-wheel drive 2-door. So for right now, the dealership can only order the 2-door versions of the RT and the Scat Pack for right now. So there's still no 4-door variants available right now for dealerships to order. So I'm thinking that Dodge is still doing the tooling for that car, because I remember back in the summer of last year, 2024, that they was having issues with the tooling on the 2-door cars, and they had to go do some re-engineering, and that took a few months for them to get some of the quality issues fixed for that car. And so I'm thinking it might be the same thing with the 4-door car. They're having to still do retooling for that. But for right now, for 2025, you can now order the 4-door Charger for now. It probably won't be until maybe later on this year that you start seeing the 4-door orders. I wish they would have launched the 4-door car first, because I think the 4-door makes a lot more sense, because I think not too many people is going to want a 2-door electric car, but I don't think too many people want an electric Dodge anyway. But you can see right here under the drop down for when the dealership can actually order this car, that the 2025 RT all-wheel drive still has the stage 1 kit installed on the car. Now, if you rewind this back to a couple of articles, Dodge said, and even in the press release, they said that after the 2024 model year, they will not have stage kits on any one of these cars. So I'm assuming they're doing this because there's not a lot of 2024s that are going to be made. It's going to be a stripped down model year where they might make only maybe a few hundred or a few thousand of these cars and then go over to 2025 model year. That's something that's going on, because when we get to the Scat Pack, you're going to see basically the same exact thing. But there's not really a lot really to go on with information just based off these screenshots, because this is the one for the RT. But like I said, you're gonna get stage 1 with the RT still. I still don't understand why they don't have a stage kit 2 for the RTs, and it still looks like it's not available. So Tim Knissis did say in a video that each car, that there's maybe 3 cars. Each car is supposed to have 2 stage kits attached to it. It's gonna be what, I think he said what, 9 power levels. I put it right here in the video clip of what he said during Speed Week a couple years ago.
The Charger Daytona will launch with 3 power levels all the way up to the 800 volt Banshee system. But we're also developing 9 power levels through direct connection. You're gonna have 9 total power levels on this car. And all of those power levels will come standard with our exclusive PowerShot push-to-pass system.
So that's what Tim Knissis said right there for that particular part. So there's supposed to be 2 stage kits per each car. The RT supposed to have 2 stage kits, Scat supposed to have 2 stage kits, and then the Banshee supposed to have 2 stage kits. But let's get into the next screenshot about the Scat Pack. And so you can see right here with the Scat Pack, again, this is 2025, and the Scat Pack was going to have stage 2 already installed on the car. Like I said, I don't understand what's going on behind the scenes with Dodge with this, because I don't see why they don't have a stage 1 stage kit and then a stage 2 as the option. But apparently the dealers are only able to order stage 2 Scat Packs again. So I did ask my dealership buddy how the MSRPs were, and he was basically telling me, yeah, the stage kits are already installed with the car before you can even get to the option screen. I can't even pull up the 2024 model year configurator on the Dealer Connect. So for right now, dealerships can now order any more 2024 model year cars. And so he's saying right here, so it looks like these cars are $10,000 cheaper when going to 2025. So I asked them, they probably extended the stage kits since they cut model year 2024 short. He said, we already got our RTs discount like $5,000 off our MSRP with no intention of selling them over sticker. I think he's basically telling me he couldn't necessarily see the actual invoices on some of these cars that are coming out. Let's see, as for the POC, okay, and for a POC on the 2025 Scat Pack, MSRP is $79,680 and the invoice is around $75,000. The prices really are going to drop for the 2025 model year because they're not pre-spec cars. You're actually able to pick options on these cars. Even though the MSRP probably gonna go up a few $1,000s, it's still gonna be cheaper because you're not locked in these specific packages that they actually did for these first edition Charger Daytonas that I leaked to you guys back like last summertime when I showed you the documentation that they sent to the dealers. So that's something that I did last year. And then when I actually get a chance to look at the actual MSRPs for these new cars, I'll make sure to let you guys know. It's very interesting that even for 2025, you know, these dealerships, they cannot order any 2024 cars. That's basically what my buddy's telling me right here. They cannot order it in the configurator no more on Dealer Connect. And they're only able to order 2025s now. So I gotta believe that within the next few weeks or a month, that Dodge is going to stop production on the 2024 cars and go over to 2025. I mean, you've already seen videos with TK's garage that there's like 1,000 of these cars sitting at lots getting stuff done to them. And word around the campfire is there are software updates that has to be done on the car. They cannot be done over the air. I've seen a few people, especially looking at CJ on 32's car. The car was at the dealership and it had to be updated while it was already there. And I remember looking on the I think the Charger Daytona forum, I seen somebody else did a forum post that their car had to stay overnight for them to do an update to the car, especially like the modules and stuff like that. And so I think that's gonna be like a problem going forward with these cars. That was a thing that these UAW people were saying, especially the upper management, that a lot of time these modules in these cars, they don't wake up in time. So maybe this update was a kind of fixing an issue that was affecting some of these Charger Daytonas.
Then you teach me about something about we can build the truck right, but if some modules don't wake up, then the truck ain't gonna act right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the trucks don't act right, and then sometimes if you retest them, a failed truck, it'll pass. So some of this shit is just engineering.
Yeah. In our meeting that we had on that Friday, we did have that conversation about the modules that you just brought up, Jay. And that goes back to the narrative they're painting, because what they said was you can start the truck and the modules doesn't read and wake up all the other modules till the truck fail. They come back 10 minutes later, they start the truck up, the modules talk to each other, bam, the truck passes, right? What happens when that vehicle actually get in the field? And now it's out in the field, and as a customer, you start your truck up today, you Gucci, you good, you rolling, and then you go to the store, Myers or wherever you go, and you start up and it won't start. Who are you gonna blame?
And his superiors the SPW team said we had this exact problem at one truck, and shame on y'all for not capturing the data and the know-how to fix. I know somebody that actually had to take their brand new truck back to the plant after talking to the plant manager, and they had to put a flash drive in there
And reflash it.
and reflash the truck, a brand new truck. And they only did it because that person worked there.
But I just want to basically give you guys right here this indication right here that 2024 model year Charter Daytonas, they are basically done. The ones that are already made or already ordered, that's basically probably gonna be it. I don't know exactly when they're going to do the actual switch over to 2025, but apparently dealerships cannot order any more 2024 Charter Daytona cars. So I'm gonna ask around and see when I can actually get the actual plant schedule, because that's what I did in my other video about the Ram Charger, that I revealed that 2024 Ram Charger is going to have a short production year. It's going to be basically like several weeks, and then they're going to skip over and stop that and then move to 2025 model year Ram Charger. So that's going to have the same thing with that. So I'm going to pretty much assume that with the Jeep Wagoner S, it's basically about the same thing. Since those are 2024 cars, in 2025 Jeep is probably going to cut that 2024 model year short and move over to 2025 model year Wagoner S's. But when I get more information about that, I'll make sure I let you guys know. But if you guys who are buying 2024 model year Charter Daytonas, are you going to skip over your order and try to get the dealership put an order in for the 2025 model year cars? Or you guys can do what like OC Motivator suggested and try to get a lease option on these cars. That way you can protect yourself against the depreciation that pretty much all the EVs have, that basically within a year it's going to lose over 50% of its value. And then you're going to have already in the next few months that you're going to have 2025s on the lots as well, right beside 2024 cars. So there's maybe an opportunity to get more money off sticker, because I know my buddy was saying right here they've already discounted their RT like $5,000 over MSRP. So they might discount it even more, considering that 2025 is going to be on the lot beside a 2024 car. So let me know what you guys think. And until the next time, I'm out.